everyone, welcome back to the Squish Files, tips, tricks, and a walkthrough for new and returning players. This is Black Dog, and I could not be more excited. Here we are within our first couple of hours of the game, and we have found an absolute gorgeous paradise planet for our first base. So we're just going to get started. So last time we came to this new planet and we set up a base here at this little No Man's Sky trailer setup. And we're going to use this and incorporate it into our existing base. A couple of reasons. One is when I come back here, all of this will have respawned. So anything like this damaged machinery in a week, maybe 2 weeks, it will have respawned where I can open it back up and get something out of it. So let's see what we have. We're gonna harvest that, put it in our ship. Oh, we got a launch fuel, nice. Now remember, I'm gonna take my terrain manipulator and dig up the buried technology module. And then just as a refresher, using 0, I can switch my terrain manipulator to restore and actually fill in the hole I just dug. Alright, so let's look inside the trailers. Always go inside and interact with everything that will let you interact. So we made nanites and units just walking in here and interacting. Got a couple of nice chairs in this one. Good deal. What's in the next one? What do we got? Oh, we got nothing in this one. But once we start our base, maybe we can put our bedroom in here. Maybe not. We'll use this as a storage. We'll make this one our little bedroom. Yeah, I'm sure I can fit one of the beds in there. Alright, so checking our log. Establish and construct a base. So find a suitable planet, deploy a base computer. We have done that. Use the beacon to register your claim on the site and begin construction. Alright, so let's see what the base computer archives have to say. Log from previous user. Entry follows. And we have our usual broken storyline. Storms sweeping across, but construction supplies low, depositing shelter plans while need to and back soon. So extract plans. Core infrastructure parts. So door, wall, floor panel, roof, floral containment, bases provide shelter from harsh planetary conditions, recharging your hazard protection. As your base grows, it will grant access to many advanced technologies. Construct bases as shelter from harsh environments. Expand by earning construction blueprints. Return to your base to store and process items as you explore. Okay, build foundations. So basically we have to build a base. What upgrade module do I have? Oh, well, I don't need that yet, so. We're going to press up on our D-pad. That's going to go into the build menu. And there we have our beginning base structures. Timber structures. A floral containment. More like a decoration. And a lamp and a flag. Isn't that neat? You know what? Let's put up a flag. So, right R1 over to the little flag at the top for decoration. Go down, pick flag 2. We have what we need, and now there's quite a bit in the build menu. I'm not sure how well you can see it. L2 is cycle through the parts. R2 is to build. Pressing the center touchpad will bring up colors. Let's do, you know what, we'll do red and white. That sounds like a good color. And we'll use wood for the base. R1 and L1 rotate it. Our D-pad will scale it up or down. No, let's scale it down. That's left or right on the D-pad. Left, we'll scale it down. Right, we'll scale it up. If you go up on the D-pad, you'll return to your build menu. And if you go down on the D-pad, it changes placement from snap placement to free placement. Now, snap and free placement, the sizing option, the rotation, clicking R3 will allow you to circle the axis. In multiple ways. So those are what's called glitch building tools, and we will get to glitch building. Just, you know, if you're not familiar with me or you're new to the channel, I have a couple of base videos, little short no commentary vids if you want to take a look to get an idea of my base building skills, because that is one of the things I enjoy the most about the game. And then finally the last tool is to click in your left stick, and that's called your build camera, and that allows you to stay in build mode but to place the item wherever you'd like. So what we're going to do is we're going to stay in our build camera. We're going to come up here, and I want to place the flag on top of this little round rotating thing. I think that'll look cool. Now I want to, since I'm OCD and I want to center it, I can kind of rely on my own judgment, or what I can do is I bring my build camera in close, face straight down so that I can see the center. I'm going to pick my color, red and white, the wooden pillar for it, and let's increase the size just a little bit. Now let's go ahead and max out the size, and then I'm going to click L or R2 to build. And there's our flag. By the way, there's the, for those of you that have portals and are able to come, there is the portal address of our planet in the lower left-hand corner. And there's our flag. A little off-center, but that's okay. All right, so we have to build a shelter of our own. So what we're going to do, let's incorporate it by doing this. Let's go, no. Let's just go ahead and build a little shelter. So let's put down some floors. There's one. There we are. Okay, so snap placement and free placement. So, say I wanted a little gap between floors, like a walkway. I can use free placement. Then I press down on my D-pad for snap placement, and parts snap into place. So it's asking me to build 3 walls. Well, it seems kind of silly to build walls without floors. So we're going to put in floors. Incoming superheated storms. Oh, you know what? Isn't that odd? This was a paradise planet. And now it is a flourishing planet. So we are going to have storms. So it's just as well we can now build a shelter. So let's go ahead and put up some walls. Now, the wooden shelters are put up with carbon. So they're easily harvestable. And let's put in a door. And let's do some roof caps. Now for roof caps, I'm going to come outside, click R3, go into my build camera. Or I'm sorry, L3, my apologies. Go into my build camera and put my roof caps on that way. Just a little easy. Oops, I'm out of ferrite dust. Alright, so let's find some ferrite dust. Our mining beam. Let's analyze that. Remember to analyze so that you get the second element, the secondary element. in this case, sodium, which is a good one to get. What is this?
Thermal protection falling.
You just ground. That's silly.
Thermal protection falling. Extreme heat damage detected. Technology recharge.
See, it was a good idea that we scan those so that we get the sodium for our hazard protection. Looks like the storm's ending, which is good.
Technology recharge.
So, probably two of the most necessary ingredients are going to be carbon and ferrite dust, followed up by dihydrogen and oxygen and sodium, which are your life support. But carbon and ferrite dust is what you build almost everything from. Let's grab this knowledge stone while we're real close and go back and finish our shelter. So I'm going to go up on the D-pad, pick our roof cap, click left stick L3 to go back into the build camera, and finish off the roof. And there we have it. Here is our shelter. Now, in the old days, you couldn't do anything about it. Once you sat your base computer down, it was there. It was where you set it. And if you didn't like it sticking out in the open, you built something around it or disguised it with plants or something. Now you can put your base computer wherever you desire. So I want to put mine inside, so I'm going to press up on my D-pad to the build menu, and I'm going to go to, if you'll see down below, edit placed parts, sorry. So I'm going to hit square, and I'm going to highlight my base computer, and you'll see I have several options. I have R2 for move, the touchpad for colors, so we're going with red and white with wood, so we'll switch to that. Then I have duplicate with R1 and delete with L2, and then toggle edit build, and then L3 is my build camera. So we want move, so we're going to focus on the computer, hit R2, let's see, that leaves us a little ghost image, and we're just going to walk it inside and put it right there. Now we come back out, it's no longer out there, it's now in here. And then 0 to back out of our menu. And we have a little icon over our base computer again. So we're going to check the archives. You can see in the lower right-hand corner, base computer log updated, return to the base computer. Accessing log, additional archives recovered. Entry follows. Construction largely blank, a success. Recovered salvage data from nearby. Plans logged. Scans indicate additional subterranean devices. Begin search. Extract plans. Whoever recorded these logs evidently had some success. I have access to their plans, and perhaps I can learn from their efforts. We have a new technology recovery device, construction research unit. This field deployable research module allows the user to convert old or damaged technology modules into advanced construction blueprints. So we need magnetized ferrite and carbon nanotubes, which we already have the nanotubes. So we have all kinds of stuff we can do. Construction unit, research unit requires magnetized ferrite. Create magnetized ferrite in refiner. Place ferrite dust in a portable refiner. So we're going to go into our inventory. We have our portable refiner. And we're going to go into our build menu, pick it, place it on the floor. We're going to open it. We're going to put our ferrite dust in there. Power it up with some carbon and begin. Then the ferrite dust is refined into pure ferrite. Now I'm going to take the pure ferrite, I'm going to put it in the refiner, and I'm going to refine it to the magnetized ferrite that we need. All right, and we're done with that. So we'll take that, put that in our exosuit. And since we do not need our personal refiner currently, we're going to leave it here at the base. Now, deploy construction research unit. Let's put this inside as well. So we're going to open our build menu, pick our first category shown by the little refiner, highlight, and R2.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
And we have a construction research unit. Open that up and see what it gives us. Analysis unit online, diagnostic suggestion. Users should recover salvage data from buried technology. Equip and utilize an analysis visor. Well, we've done that. And with this machine, we can research structures or buildable technology. Ooh, goody. Well, let's start with buildable technology. So we have 4 salvage data. And those are the little cell phone signal looking signs that are underground, usually next to damaged machinery. We just dug one up a few minutes ago. That's what we're looking for. That's what we need. And everything is locked on a tree. So you have to open the one part, to open the next parts, to open the next, etc., etc. There are several menus, so we'll just run through them real quick. Starting with the first open core habitation technology is our base teleport module. This is a personal teleporter allowing the user to move quickly between their constructed bases as well as any space station connected to their network. User is urged to verify network integrity before inserting any matter they cannot afford to become separated. After that, we have vital technology. Beginning with alloy structures, stone structures, the timber structures that we're already using. Quite a few of those are now open to us. And then we back out of that, go back in, and research structures, which for some odd reason it gives us the same menu. So whichever of those options you pick, this is basically what you're going to see. You're going to get a teleporter, the beginning of the alloy and stone structure trees, and the structured tree for timber is going to open up. So they would want us to build a base teleporter. We'll definitely do that. We have 4 salvage data. It costs 2. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to now start gathering what we need, which is salvage data. So we're going to look for these right here, the damaged machineries. Now that's going to be a blue diamond with a cog in it. And we're going to look for salvage tech, buried technology. And that is going to be that little symbol right there. So let's go ahead. Hello, little guy. What are you? Now, currently, we're kind of stuck with 2 transportation options. We have a ship, and we have our feet. Later down the road, we will get some other transportation options. In the meantime, we're going to go around, collect a whole bunch of buried technology, read some knowledge stones, gather some materials, and explore the planet that we are lucky enough to have. So, first thing I spot looking around, I have several items around to look for, but one stands out, an unknown building. So we're going to use our analysis visor, take a good look around. Whatever stands out to you, go ahead and tag it by holding square. If you see things that are immediate, just run to them. Go ahead and interact with them, such as right here. We have, again, I can't believe how good Random Gen is being to me. 3 cargo drops right in a row. So before we go check out that unknown building, we are gonna go ahead and hit these cargo drops and get all the goodies out of them. Wow. Oh, we hit a milestone. We traveled 8,000 U. Holy smokes, look at that, folks. Now that is a frigate. And that goes with your freighter fleet, which we'll be getting a little ways down the road. There go quite a few nice ships. Oh, there's another one. You never know with this game, really. So again, in the early stages, hoard everything that you can, because pretty much everything has a purpose, and interact with everything you can, because you can almost always get something out of it. And you have to believe me when I say to you, this will become apparent as you play. Now, where's that building? There. So we're going to get in our little shippy dippy. Oh, your base can be renamed. Ooh, let's do that. So let's call it... Come on. There we are. Go ahead and call it Squish Base. And we're going to capture a new base screenshot. Oh, there we go. Let's get a little sunshine to it. There we are. Take screenshot. And let's upload our base. Base uploading to servers. Nice. So let's go visit that building that we tagged, an unknown building. Now, always check like your launch thruster and stuff in these early stages so that you don't get stuck. And when you do get stuck, you kind of need to know what you're doing. So really in these early stages, pay attention. Some simple dihydrogen and a few rocks will get you off the ground if you run out of fuel. What do we have here? It appears to be a plaque. Ashes of the Kubrick Deci, a Viking plaque. The imprint of an ancient civilization was once absorbed by this strange marker. The story of the Vikings somehow spills out in the language of my own people. The noble travelers will be spared. Hey, that's me. Their journey through the cosmos shall not be thwarted. So it is decreed. Well, cool. The will of Hurt commands it. The Vikings shall honor the judgment and the belief of the ancients. We have seek help with language, seek knowledge of the past, and leave. So, if I hit seek help with language, that's going to give me a language translation of one of the Viking words. If I seek knowledge of the past, that's going to give me some lore. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick look at both answers. And I'm going to show you the way to do that. I'm going to go ahead and leave. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run over here to my ship and I'm going to get in and I'm going to get out. And that's going to create a restore point. You can see that flash up above me. Restore point saved. Now, we've already ran through the initial speech. So for our first interview, let's do help with language. Noble travelers, not thwarted, will of Herc, belief of the ancients, seek help with language. My knowledge of the Viking increases. And we have learned the word for gra. My personal suggestion is to continue to pick up language as much as you can. For those of you that are more interested in the lore of the game, the backstory, that's where you go with the history one. So let's check that out. I'm going to hit my options button. I'm going to go to options, and down here you see reload autosave and reload restore. So let's reload restore. I do hope you'll forgive the loading screens. Being a new channel, we honestly don't have very much editing equipment. So, and I'm new to editing as it is. So, stop talking, Black Dog, before you embarrass yourself. Here we are back. Let's run back to the plaque and we'll go through the process again. Gotta love the grind. Noble traveler spared, not thwarted. Will of Herc, belief of the ancients. Seek knowledge of the past. Historical data revealed. So they're 29 minutes away by foot is historical data. Well, we're not going by foot. We're going to tag it and we will fly to an ancient ruin. Now, can I gather the materials, make the items I need, and just follow the main quest? Yes. I think most of us that play large open world games with exploration and RPG elements would rather do as much side questing as main. So let's just divert from the main a bit. Ooh, a building. What's this? I mean, I know what it is, but we're going to discover it together. But as I was saying, especially with a game as massive, as beautiful at times, and with random generation, it really begs exploration, looking around, and seeing what you can find. And it's in doing this that you're able to collect these resources that you're needing to complete things. So it's going to these places that you're going to find buried technology, that you're going to find various items like ferrite and smaller items like sodium. You're going to get nanites whenever you pick up one of these. You're going to get navigation data. Every time you interact with something, something will come from it. Now, this is an abandoned facility. And Whispering eggs. Gotta love them. Whispering eggs release monsters. Little alien-looking monsters. And the little alien-looking monsters, well, they want to eat you. And they come in swarms. And right now, I don't have a weapon. So we can install a bolt caster. Let's put one of those in real quick. We have chromatic metal. We need some nanotubes. We need 2 more of those. So let's make 2 more of these. Just hover over it. It says craft more. 1. Oh, we don't have the carbon. We need carbon. We have no carbon. All right. That's oxygen. We don't need oxygen. We need carbon. All right. Creeping horrors. Let's just get up here and let's have fun with it. There they are, biological horrors. We got one. Now these eggs do produce a valuable item. Right there. Larval cores. And there is a way be quick enough. Oh, I'm gonna get killed. I gotta be careful. Well, here we are, trapped. What? Oh, I know what that is. Alright, so if you accidentally wake these things up or you're feeling froggy and want to get a couple of these larval cores, up here's a good place. They can't get you up here. Now, they will, after a few minutes, the swarm subsides, they go back underground, and you can either come down off the building or start the whole process over. Strictly up to you, no one way to play. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to first person view for a bit. Put on our flashlight so we can see in here. And let's get a grand tour of this place. And once again, if it has an interaction, you're really best off interacting with it. You'll be surprised at what you gain from it. Haunted terminal. Alright, let's harvest this stuff. User identified. Terminal now active. Unlocking data for log for analysis. It looked like a wound on the world. Crimson and ragged-edged, like something that once lived, but was then torn asunder. I should have stayed away. Had I the senses to taste the air of this planet, I imagine it would have reeked with some kind of alien fetor. But nothing could stall my curiosity. Was it dead? Where I touched it, the surface was moist and yielding. It seemed to become motile then, crawling on a mat of slow Scylla, moving from me. I should have left it alone. Analyze data log. I discover something coded deep inside the long-dead traveler's data log. Something has been left that will aid me on my journey. And that little ignorance, folks, just made us 150 nanites. There's a damaged machinery, and as promised, the buried technology module right there on the ground under me. Another 20 nanites. And there is a hazardous plant that keeps biting me. Go away. Well, I thought this was a paradise planet, everyone, but ooh, life support gel. It's very hazardous so far. Oh, I see you hiding up there. Thought you were going to hit me, didn't you, Whipvine? Another life support gel. Sodium. So, yeah, I hope it's pretty apparent if you see an interaction, just go ahead. Alright, we're going to go and get that buried technology down there because that's what we're on the hunt for in the first place. So we want to be careful to avoid their eggs, our terrain manipulator, and we'll take that. Now, we were on our way to an ancient ruin. So we do have 2 launch fuel. I'm going to go ahead and fix my launch thruster and fill it. And you want to keep your fuels topped off. It's embarrassing to have to walk 25 minutes because, you know. So, real quick, on a PS5, you really shouldn't have much problem. On the new generation Xbox or PC, you should be good. Man, I really hate to say it, on PS4, when you land somewhere, sit in your ship for 10 seconds, 15 seconds, let things render in, because, man, the PS4 base, even the Pro sometimes struggles with No Man's Sky graphics. That much detail can make some of the older generation machines kind of struggle bus. So here we are, we're at our buried ancient ruin. Quite a bit around here. And this has ancient artifacts underneath. So we take our terrain manipulator. Oh man, that's got water down here. And we can dig out these things, ancient fragments. And that gave us an ancient key. And I see by the old clock on the wall, we're running short of film time. Hey, fellas. So we're going to come back for our next episode. I really want to thank everyone for tuning in. Big shout out to Squish. Big shout out to the group in Wet Chat 1. Everybody, thanks for stopping by. Have a wonderful evening.